couple of years down the road, you are relaxing in the inside a tavern after a gig.
Okay. It was the tavern where the gig was, or was this like an
Yeah,
after show? Okay.
it is like it's like an after hours thing at the moment, you know,
Okay.
where you guys play. You guys like close that place down, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Um, and so you're just kind of like,
That's
enjoying
the
that.
best.
Yeah, the post show kind of.
Especially when you just like we're on a heater.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, hi man.
and you were cooking up there that night.
Yeah.
People swore they saw like smoke coming up, almost as if you were really cooking.
Damn. Smoke,
It turned,
huh?
yeah, they're actually like one of the amps was like on fire. It turned
Oh
out,
shit.
but you were cooking so hard that people just didn't even connect the two.
Didn't care. Let it burn.
This is, like I said, a few years down the road. So you are sort of in an especially good mood because this was like y'all's first gig.
What do you mean? What do you mean by y'all?
So this is a few years down the road. You're in a Pink Floyd cover band.
Oh fuck. I don't
And you
want
just
to do
played
this.
and you just played a place called the Horny Toad Secret Tavern.
Oh wait, so I'm not even doing comedy. I'm in a Pink Floyd cover band,
I mean, you
and
still do
that's
comedy and stuff, but you're just,
but
that
but this
particular
hang
night.
is like a music post show hang. That's very different than a comedy post show hang.
Yeah, you've been
Like a
finding that.
music post show hang is like, oh, I just got off of work. I just want to like relax for a minute. Comedy
Yeah.
post show hang is like, where are we going from here?
No, you are like very much staying at that place,
Oh
Horny
fuck.
Toads Secret Tavern. You are like chilling there, dude. Because
This just turned
honestly, like,
around in a bad way.
because
I thought you
no,
were talking
dude,
about a comedy hang, not a Pink
no,
Floyd cover band hang. I'm not even a
no,
Floyd head.
Pink Floyd. Well, that's the thing. This is, like I said, several years down the road. You've kind of grown to like appreciate Pink Floyd a little bit. You,
I mean, it's not that I don't appreciate it. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm not like a Pink Floyd dude, you know?
so you were working at your job with this guy for a while, um, Charles Landers.
Charles Landers, what did we do together?
So he was just like a guy who worked with you for a little bit, and then he quit to pursue his dreams of being in a Pink Floyd cover band, specifically playing
Charles
keyboards.
got me into this.
Yeah. You're the lead singer. He plays
Oh
keyboards.
man.
Um you guys have this bass player. You guys just call him Mysterious Chris. There's a
Oh,
guitarist. Uh his name is Antonio Breakfast. And
oh
the
man. Heavy hitters.
the drummer is this this woman who she plays in like a bunch of bands. So she, like a lot of drummers do that because, it's kind of easier for them to do.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
because sometimes you'll go to some shows, you don't even bring your own drum set. You just use someone else's set. You can kind of go from like drum set to drum set to drum set. And she is kind of known for that, dude.
Just being very flexible in like her setup.
Oh yeah.
That's
So
that's
like
great.
so like that
What
night
a cool
that
skill.
so that night before she came to play with you guys, she played like auxiliary percussion in like a salsa band. Before that, she also played drums in a Megadeth tribute band.
What was the name of that one?
They were called And Business is Good, a tribute to
Hmm.
Megadeth.
Okay.
First song they play when they come out. And like I said, it is a tribute band. It's not a cover group.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah. It's a
tribute
tribute.
band.
Yeah.
So she actually has to like get dressed up. Her
Yeah,
name
yeah.
her name is uh Kimberly Fathoms. And
Their
she
stage
is
name? Or is
no,
it a real name?
that's a real name.
Really, Miss Kimberly Fathoms?
Kimberly Fathoms, yeah.
Oh, geez, Louise, what a mystery woman.
And sometimes when she she'll play like drum solos or like just do like a really cool thing on drums and like
Yeah.
her fans will they'll like rip off like whatever shirt they're wearing and underneath it they're wearing a shirt that says I can't fathom what's going on. Then they like oh they pretend to faint and stuff like that. They have like a very
At a
theatrical.
Megadeth?
No, they travel from like cover band because she
Yeah.
mostly plays cover band to cover band to like watch this woman play drums. And
So
when
they're
she
doing, but
does,
they're all the things you've named so far have been things that like, could you imagine people ripping off their shirts for for the drummer at a Megadeth show? Like,
well, I mean, she's got a pretty devoted fan base. So she kind of
oh,
goes
good for
from
her.
yeah, from gig to gig, just kind of, like I said,
She's an assassin.
a journeyman. Yeah. You really
Yeah,
can and it's like it's kind of cool to hang out, not like in a like like a romantic way or whatever. It's just cool to hang
of
out
course.
afterward because you don't necessarily know her that well because she's always jetting from like place to place.
She
You know what I
sounds
mean?
like a real musician.
She is, and she's played with everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably very envious of that.
Yeah. The first day you that like you like met her and started like talking to her and she would like be like, "Oh yeah, like I remember, you know, I was in Stockholm with the Stones a couple of years ago." She's like, "Yeah, it's weird because I they said that they liked it there a lot and I made a joke like, "Hey, look, someone looks like someone's got Stockholm syndrome." And like no one laughed and she's like, "Yeah, I can't watch." She's like, "I'll never watch you do stand-up comedy because of that memory." She bombed so hard it just ruined like jokes for her.
Hey, I get it. I
Yeah.
get not liking jokes.
Sure. But she's cool and like you guys trade stories and stuff like that. But you're hanging out there at the Horny Toad Secret Tavern. You guys have had a pretty good show. You guys are called you're called the Crazy Diamonds.
Oh,
And you guys it's not a tribute group, so you guys dress up like whatever when you guys perform. Um and this show went really, really well. Um, Except for the fact that you got there like a half hour late. You're like stuck in, you got like lost and got stuck in traffic and stuff like that. At one point, you were, when you got to the gig, you like ran like too hard and like smashed against the door and like hit your balls really hard. And so like you
oh,
felt you like cradled them and like fell on the ground for like 15 minutes or so, like kind of going back and forth.
15 minutes?
It hurt really bad.
That is so long.
It was so long, dude. And so
Jesus.
they're in there just like and they kind of fucked up because they thought there was a miscommunication. They thought that you were there when you weren't. So instead of like opening with like a song that they could like, vamp on or whatever, they just do like money. And so they just play like the main
They got the
riff.
sound
Like,
effects and
yeah, they just do that for a half
yeah,
hour waiting for you.
that's
And
fucking brutal.
but like people there, to be honest with you, Aaron, and like they're not even mad about it. They're like the people who showed up to this gig are very much into this.
Well, then great.
Yeah.
It's a stroke of artistic genius.
It just so happened, but your balls hurt they ached the entire show. And halfway through the show, you were like doing some banter in between, and you're like, all right, everybody, I gotta be honest with you guys right now. My balls really hurt, but if I can keep rocking, that means y'all can keep on rolling, baby. And then you guys, as a joke, start to
That's
play
what
like,
I fucking.
yeah, then you guys play "Rollin" by Limp Bizkit as a joke for like just for like two
Oh
seconds, and
man,
then the whole crowd like loses it. Like you guys do very, very well.
that
So you're
sucks.
afterward, it's like after hours. Like I said, you guys are all sort of like hanging out, having fun. People are tipping back a couple of beverages. There's like it's just like all like the staff. You know what I mean? People are passing
Yeah,
around joints. There's guys doing like you're pretty sure there's like some guys like just straight up doing heroin.
okay.
But you're like, you know what? You're
That's
cool. You're just gonna, hang out. You know.
yeah. That's I mean that seems to be like a little much for my general comfort level.
Yeah, normally
Well,
you would have like
yeah.
headed home by now, but you're actually there's a, bu- a bunch of lobsters got loose in your
How?
apartment
How the
building.
fuck? Wait, in my apartment building or my apartment? Because one of them is certainly not going to happen.
So what
I'm never
happened
going to have
was
enough lobsters to let them loose
so what
in an
happened was
alarming way.
there was a guy who on like the first floor, Robbie Jenkins, he brought like a bunch of lobsters into his apartment to cook. That they think at least.
How
However,
many are
he
we talking?
he brought like 18 of them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was gonna have like a lobster feast, and he was gonna have like a bunch of friends over. They were gonna eat lobsters and watch Spice TV. Lobsters and Spice is the name of the evening.
Oh,
Except when
man.
he,
Lobsters and spice. We're going to eat
lobsters,
fucking shellfish and watch cable pornography.
yeah, he and his buds have
That
been planning
sucks.
this for a while. So yeah, because basically, so it was a throwback to when they were in like in middle school, growing up together. They would like uh the only porn that they could get was like softcore porn on like Cinemax or like whatever. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
they basically are doing it kind of to be like, hey guys, remember? Because like no one watches softcore porn now. You know what I mean? None of them do. But they're like, remember like an earlier time when all we needed was friendship and Spice TV. So
Spice TV was full on pornographic. Penetration, full penny, the whole nine. Or 10. I just
so
winked.
right. So he had a heart attack though when he got home, unrelated to anything. Just not in the best of
Wait.
health.
Who did?
The guy who was putting on the lobsters and spice fest with his
Oh,
friends,
okay.
and
Gotcha.
so the
We're going to
lobsters
his
like
place with his
lobsters.
lobsters.
He set up a thing where it's like how they have automatic feeding things set up that you could do for like dogs and cats if you're like gone or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
He had those
yeah.
set up for the lobsters. Uh, And so they kind of just grew like bigger and bigger, and they started like fucking like crazy, and they started having like more and more lobster babies. And so lobsters have like overrun your apartment building. They're on like the sixth floor at this point, and like they're just going from like story to story. They're getting higher and higher and higher.
Where am
And
I at?
you're you know you're on the eighth floor.
So I've got a floor between me and these fucking lobsters.
Yeah, but you can hear those claws clacking.
Yeah. Has the fucking owner been notified?
He has, yeah,
Has
and
anybody called like animal control? Or just
yeah.
start, I mean, they're
So
lobsters.
the thing
Why aren't we
about
scooping
lobster,
them up?
so they did. They called animal control, and this like jet black van pulled up, and like you were outside, and you heard like the people be like, oh yeah, this is like the animal control guy, and someone goes like, yeah, I heard this guy's the best in the biz. This dude, like I said, the van pulls up, just says Joe the animal control.
Oh, fuck, man.
This guy Joe the animal pops out. He's got like, and you can tell that this guy back in the day was like a fucking like not maybe not necessarily like a
A load.
brawler, but you know what I mean. He was like a jet, like
Yeah. Built like a
and
brick shit house, not a brick
like
out of place.
and that's what you think when this guy steps out of the car or his
Yeah,
van
dude.
rather. You look at him and you think to yourself, there is not a brick out of place on this guy. He proudly walks into the building. You can see the crack of his ass.
Okay. That's a
He
nice thing.
so he like he's in there for like 12 hours battling these lobsters, and he comes out and he's caught a bunch, but he's like, look guys, I got to be honest with you, like these lobsters, someone taught these lobsters stealth or something because they're in the walls. They are when I find them, I can catch them. But some of these lobsters, they seem to have the ability to stay perfectly motionless for hours at a time. And so it's gonna be hard work taking care of these lobsters. But
I'd ask if you need help. I'd grab a blunt object,
Yeah.
I would wrap myself in pillows around my arms and legs, and I'd go down there. And is this like a keep what you catch kind of scenario?
So you ask him that, he kind of like chews on a piece of dried beef jerky. He like bites into it. He kind of like looks at like the beef jerky that remains in his hands, kind of thoughtfully as he chews. And right before he
Sure.
swallows, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Nah, you don't want to eat these lobsters." So
I go,
you
why?
go.
Why not?
He just kind of goes. He just looks at you. He goes, "Aaron, look, you seem like a really nice guy."
Yeah, but there's fucking lobsters.
He goes. I know, but what I'm saying is that like if I told you what's happening with these lobsters, I don't know if you could handle it. So you're like, whatever. So you and Joe the animal go in there, and
You can't just tell
for
me that and then like dismiss it. You can't tell me the craziest, most insane thing I've ever heard in my fucking life, and then just go, yeah, whatever. There are
so
big. All I know is there are big fat fucking lobsters ascending towards my floor,
yeah,
and like I'm gonna I'm gonna grab a blunt object, and I'm gonna go down there.
yeah. So you go in with them, and so what? So they're definitely they've taken over. Like I said, the first like 6 floors or so, but like they do it slowly. So it's not like you have a little bit of time, but
How
you
long
know,
has
no
this been
one.
going on?
Oh, this has been happening. So Joe the animal has been going in every day, doing 12-hour days, sometimes longer, searching for these lobsters. And this is probably like the third or fourth week that he's been there.
Holy shit! And he's
But
not having any success.
no, he's having some, but I mean, he's the only guy they sent out, and like he is the best in the biz, but it's him against this entire, lobster horde essentially.
Dude, I'm jumping in, and I'm keeping what I'm catching, and I'm
Sure.
cooking what I'm keeping, and I'm eating what I'm cooking.
So the first day that you jump in with Joe the animal, you guys spend the first hour like not really saying much because you guys are like walking up and down the corridors of floor number 3.
Okay. Why that floor? Is there a particular reason?
Floor number 3 is kind of seen as like the sort of the kind of where like it's too late to go back kind of a deal.
Oh, it's like the
Where
fire line or whatever.
Yeah, where it's like up until then, like, you'll definitely have some resistance from the lobsters and stuff, but like from like floor 3 on, like like I said, floor 3 on is sort of crossing the Rubicon, except in this case, the Rubicon is stuffed with lobsters.
So the first three floors are a total loss. Like we're not getting back.
No, so it's not that. It's that the first 2 floors, there's definitely a lot of lobsters, but he's made some like headway on that. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, that's where we should go. I wanna go someplace. I'm gonna take a chance here.
Yeah.
I
So
wanna go someplace to fucking snag some lobsters.
So you go up to floor 3 with him. And like I said, you guys are being very quiet. You don't talk for the first hour. You are just like, and your apartment building, you never really explored it or anything. So it's like a lot more cavernous than you remember. And sometimes the ceilings get like very high. And so you guys are walking. The electricity's been cut off too, for those on floor 3 as well. And so there's like they have like
How is this
uh
not a bigger deal? There's no fucking electricity on the first three floors of this building because it's infested with lobsters and like nobody had
No,
like
you guys
fixed
turned
this.
the lights off. And because you guys are basically doing it to be like, hey guys, like we're coming for you. Like you like the thing about lobsters is that their claws are sharp, but they are prone to they be affected by psychological, warfare.
Oh, they're
And
mentally
so
weak.
yeah, they are. And so like you actually wear like lobster bibs uh when you
Oh,
guys
it's like a psych out.
like a psych out, and it is bright white. You want them to know you're coming. You're
This is a
pissed.
mentally weak crustacean.
So, floor 3, like I said, first, hour you guys don't talk. You guys are kind of like silently kind of darting from shadow to shadow. he has, different like goggles that he hands to you. You guys have different hand signals that you give to each other. Neither one of you have any idea what the other person's signing. So
We're just rolling with it, and it's going okay.
it's going okay. And
Am
that
I
first
catching a lot of lobsters?
the first hour, no, but
Okay.
hours 2 to 4, you don't really remember a lot about them. Mostly what you remember are the hissing screams of dying lobsters in dark hallways. And when you're like finished with like that first day, the first mission of you and Joe the animal, you had caught like by the end of it like a whole bunch of them. And Joe looks at you and he goes, "Look, man, I'm not going to tell you like not to bring those home and eat them, but I'm just saying, been doing this for 33 years, kid. Been
You've
consulting."
been vanquishing lobsters from apartment buildings for 33 years.
He goes, "Well, no, I mean like animal control." He kind of like
So
laughs a little
what are
bit.
you
He goes,
saying?
"You
What's
should
the
be a
big deal with these
comedian."
lobsters?
He just
God
goes,
damn it.
"There's just a lot of them." He's like, they realized what's happened by
Yeah.
that point. They explained the whole thing that happened with the guy and the whole crew coming over to watch softcore porn and watch or eat lobster, and how they've taken over the apartment or have the first few floors. So
I
you
still
go
see
home.
why I can't capitalize on this, or why I shouldn't, rather.
Well, he doesn't really say. I mean, what do you do? Do you bring them home? Do you bring them back to your apartment?
Oh, dude. Yeah. 1000%.
Yeah,
1000%. And I get, as soon as I walk in, I get several pots boiling.
sure,
I mean, let's be real. Like, seafood isn't something you just want to like keep around.
right.
So I'm gonna cook all these things and figure out what to do with them afterwards.
You know what you're going to do with them afterwards, Aaron. You're going to have yourself a lobster party. So you get those pots of salted water boiling. You toss in the lobsters. You've like been like waiting for this moment. So you've like done a lot of research and how to like make lobster. I don't know if you ever made lobster, before,
No,
but
I've
but
never
you know
cooked
you're
it.
you're you're a pretty quick learner. You almost feel like as you're like cooking these lobsters that it's like this deep instinctual thing that you have that's awakened within yourself. This need to conquer these lobsters, to kill them, and then almost like in a ritualistic fashion consume them. So you get
I mean, if I've like hunted them down and I've killed
and you
them with
have
my own hands, I probably feel some sort of way about that,
yeah.
That makes
And
sense.
you can't prove this necessarily, but you're pretty sure that like as you were like cooking them, like when it got to the climax of it, you heard like the clacking of the
Oh,
lobsters in the walls. So
what the
you
fuck? Why
you
am I even in this building anymore?
you live there.
How have I like not left? Yeah, but it's fucking filled with lobsters, Pat, and
Yeah,
they're
they haven't made it to
aggressive.
your they haven't made it to your floor yet. And you're
Yeah, but
like,
they're
and
going to, and I've
yeah,
already killed some of their own. They know
right.
where I am. They know who I am. They fear me.
But that's what I'm saying. They're kind of like, they are kind of weak minded. So you also have like a some traps set up. So you're not too worried about it. You actually have those like lobster like cages, what I'm talking about, set
Yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You have them strategically placed around your apartment. So you eat those lobsters, you get them all buttered up. You take your first bite, and I gotta be honest with you, Aaron. It's the best food that you've ever had in your entire life. It's cooked perfectly. The garlic butter sauce that you use is perfect. It's a ancient recipe that they found in the Nag Hammadi library in Egypt. Um,
Probably just as garlic and butter. It's all.
I mean, I don't know. And so
Probably.
so it's like I said, it's without a doubt the best food that you've ever had in your fucking life. You polish off all of it. You lick those shells
What?
clean. Yeah.
How many lobsters are we talking here?
Four
What? I ate four large adult lobsters in
large
one
adult
sitting?
lobsters. Yeah.
God damn, that's so much. That
And
seems like so much.
yeah, but you're thinking to yourself like it's Lobster Fest. And then then you like you make a note to yourself like, to say that tomorrow when you're hunting lobsters with Joe the animal, like as a wisecrack or whatever. Uh you hop into bed, you dream of a howling void. The next day,
Right.
you're hanging out with do you talk to Joe the animal?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I feel like this is like my mission now.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
hunting
like,
and killing lobsters. I'm trying to rid my apartment building of lobsters.
yeah. Other than this, like life's going okay. You're playing with the crazy diamonds, but you are finding, more reasons to kind of not be at home, and it annoys you, So you've decided to kind of jump into this.
Jumping into this.
Yeah. You kind of like think that to yourself. You go because like you wake up the next day, you think to yourself like, is this really something that I want to like pursue? This like lobster, to become sort of the I am legend of the lobster world. And then you remember that first crack of a lobster's skull when you smash it with a fucking golf club yesterday. You're a little turned on, and you go, I'm jumping into this. You say that
Lobster's
out
probably an
loud to yourself.
aphrodisiac.
Oh, I mean, judging by like your, post dinner activities last night, Aaron, lobster is quite the aphrodisiac.
Gross.
So,
Gross.
uh, you and Joe the animal get to work. You guys, you head back up to third floor. Lights are out. You've got your nighttime goggles on.
My NVGs.
Um,
Night vision goggles. Isn't that what they
you guys
call them?
kind of have a about you accompany him for a few hours. You guys like I said, you guys dart from abandoned apartment to abandoned apartment, clearing every single room. You don't
Am
hear.
I picking any up along the way?
So not for at this time, not for the first like 2 hours,
Okay.
but you get to room 666, and suddenly you like have like a buzzing in your head, and you just feel to yourself that for a fact there are three lobsters in that room. What do you do?
Is this like a new feeling that I have?
You've never felt it before.
And it's like this clarity, this moment of clarity where I'm like secure in the thought that there are three lobsters in that room.
Yeah, almost like your lobster sense is tingling.
Jesus Christ. I follow my lobster scent into that fucking room.
So you do,
I get my golf club at the ready.
yeah. You have your golf club that's already like, awash in dried lobster gore. And you kind of do like a bunch of complicated hand signals to excuse me, to Joe the animal. And he kind of like goes like, "What?" And you're like, you kind of mouth the words, "They're in there." And he mouths back, "Oh." So you guys go like one,
And that's
two.
what he mouths out. He goes, "Oh, that's what he mouths out."
Yeah, I get, yeah. So you kind of go like one, two, three, and you like bump, your shoulders against the wall, or sorry, the door. You burst through. At first, there's like, or not at first, but when you walk in, like that apartment, it's just empty. There's just like furniture, but you don't see anyone. Joe the animal kind of gives you a look like, what the fuck, kid? And you're like, huh,
I mean, I'm gonna investigate the fucking apartment. I'm not gonna stand there at the entrance and expect all three goddamn lobsters to appear before me. I'm gonna go in.
sure.
What kind of
So
golf club is it? Is it like a driver or is it like an iron or like a putter? Like what kind of club?
drive.
I got a driver. The big dog, the big stick. I'm probably
And you
trying to swing it like you would a golf club at them.
you do. Because you kind of have
Yeah.
that like that buzzing sense in the back of your head again. And you like suddenly like whip around and there's like three lobsters like that have like attached themselves to the ceiling. They like let go of their claws and like they kind of fall down at you. And as they come down at you, like have like this kind of flashback. You got this golf club many years ago, and you kind of have this like memory of the man that you got it from. You remembered it was a summer's morning. You were caddying, and it was like just. I mean, I'm not good at golf terms, but it was like just before I got to like the putting green. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
like, oh, you should probably like chip it.
yeah.
The guy's like, give me the driver. And you're like, sir? And he goes, the driver. And you go, are you sure about this? And he looks at you, his eyes lock with yours. And he said to you, I'm fucking this duck. You just hold the wings. He hit the ball and like it went like way beyond. Like you
Yeah,
definitely shouldn't
yeah.
have done it, but it kind of became like
No,
a joke between you two. So he actually ended up giving you the driver. So you kind of have that memory as those lobsters fall towards you almost in slow motion. And like before they can even open their claws or do anything, you've already swung that golf club up at them and like impaled all three of them right in a row.
good. Fuck you, I say,
Yeah.
as I pick their delicious corpses up off the ground and stuff them into a trash bag.
Joe the animal looks at you and he's like, Aaron, how did you know that there were three lobsters in here? He goes, and how did you react
Tell
so quickly?
say, Joe, I have lobster sense. I hate to spring this on you right now. It's something I'm learning about as we speak.
Yeah.
I just knew. I just, my body is full of information.
And you kind of like twirl the that driver and like stash it behind you, you know what I mean? And like your golf club bag or whatever that you
Oh, I
carry
got
with
my
you.
full bag
Oh
behind
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Oh man,
And he
that
kind of
sucks.
goes, he looks at you and he goes, lead the way. So
That bag's like kind of heavy.
yeah, but you have like adrenaline coursing through your veins. So
All right.
for the next like
I, do I have a glove in the bag?
oh yeah,
Like a golf. I put it on.
you put that, you take it out and you slip it over your already calloused right hand. You look down
Do I
at
have
it.
a second glove in the bag?
You better fucking believe it.
I give it to Joe the animal, and I give him my 3 wood. And I go, here you go, Joe.
It fits on his hand, that glove, perfectly. Almost as
Like a
if,
glove.
yeah, like it's a glove that's waiting for its fingers and it has found like its fingers, the fingers that will forever belong to it. So he takes that 3 wood and he winks at you. You wink at him. For the next about 15 years, you go into business with Joe the animal. You guys become like a lobster infestation, like squad, basically. You guys are
What?
sort of known throughout the greater Los Angeles area as like the lobster hunters. You know what I mean?
What is the deal with this?
So
Wh-
lobsters have like you guys end up actually like eradicating the it takes about a year, but you eradicate the lobsters out of your apartment building, but they've like spread throughout Los Angeles. So for 15 years, you and Joe the animal go from like apartment building to apartment building, fighting these lobsters, you know? Um, after 15 years, you get to like the final one. You get to like the top of the top story. the last holdout, the last infestation. It's just one lobster by itself. You get up to the top floor. Joe the animal's been injured, so it's just like you by yourself at this point. He was injured
By the
like
lobsters?
yeah, like that day. He was like injured pretty bad. He's gonna
Oh
live, but like
fuck.
he's too hurt to go to like the top. So you go to the top floor, floor 69. And at the top, there's just like this just lone lobster by itself. And you get up there and you're like, you got your fucking uh driver like at the ready, dude. Ready to go. You
Uh,
get up there, the elevator opens up, and he's just like the last the you and you're looking at like the last remaining lobster of Los Angeles. And he's like he's dressed in like a he's wearing like a suit and he looks kind of old. And Aaron, he looks kind of tired.
Tired of living.
Yeah, he looks at you and he goes, "My people's greatest enemy, and I'm face
He's
to
fucking
face."
talking.
Yeah, he goes, and I'm face well, like you hear his voice in your head. He's like telepathic, and he goes, and I'm
Oh, my
face to
lobster
face
sense.
with him. And
I think. Oh, go ahead.
he goes, you know what we call you? The killer of children, the slayer of the weak. He goes, my people have been fighting you my entire life. And what has it gotten us? Nothing but hate and rage and betrayal. And he goes, Aaron, I don't think I have that much more time left on this earth, but I don't want to end it. I don't want to leave it violently. He looks at you. He like extends his claw and he goes, I offer the peace of the lobster kingdom. What do you do?
Look at him and I say, for the last 15 years, I have tasted nothing but the flesh of your people. And then I fucking bash his head in. I just smoke him with that driver. I just I just get it over with.
So,
I gotta finish the job and I gotta go check on Joe.
sure. So you say that and you just like do a huge overhand swing. You bring it down. You just fucking crush the life out of this thing. You head downstairs. You kind of look down at its like lifeless body and you think to yourself, it shouldn't be this easy to kill a species. It should
I
feel
throw
like
him in my
something.
trash bag.
Yeah.
My full fucking trash bag.
And it is very full. So you've eradicated the lobster threat to Los Angeles, and you take the elevator down. Get down to the first floor. You see Joe is on like a what do you call it, gurney or
A
whatever. Like
gurney?
you
Damn.
rush over, um, and the paramedics are like they go they kind of like walk away as you run over, and Joe the animal looks up at you and he goes, "Bad news, Aaron. They say I'm gonna make it." And you guys just like laugh together, and you just give him a
Yeah,
big hug,
yeah.
and he starts to ask you about what happened up there, and you kind of like you kind of do this move where you take your finger and like cover his like mouth, and you go like, shh, and you
Oh, his
go,
lips?
yeah, his surprisingly wet lips,
Oh,
and he goes,
fuck.
and you go later, I promise. Let's get you to the hospital, and he's like, definitely, and you guys like load him up, and you watch him like drive off to like the hospital,
Yeah.
and you're like, at this point, you're like a 55-year-old man. You've accomplished your mission. You walk across the parking lot to your car, and then you're run over by a Red Lobster delivery
What the
service.
fuck?
There's a
You
Red
shitting
Lobster.
me?
Yeah, Red Lobster is making a comeback, and they're doing like a delivery service thing. Except it's like a robot. It's like an out of control, like kind of crazy, wacky robot, and it knows it's out of control too. It has like springy arms on the side, and as it hurtles towards you, it goes, "I'm out of control! Oh, alert, alert!" And then like hits you, and you go like, "What?" And you run over by it, You come to, and you are in an all white space.
God damn it.
Standing in front of you is this guy. He's about 9 feet tall. He's dressed like a clown, and he's holding a balloon.
Yeah,
The balloon has your face on it,
great.
and he looks down at you and he goes, "Hello, Aaron. My name is Dreamy
Dreamy
Dan,
Dan.
ruler of the Dreamscape." And he goes, "Aaron, I don't know how to tell you this, but God's a lobster. You spent the last 15 years, murdering its disciples, and
I had no fucking idea. How the fuck would I know that?
and he
How the
goes,
fuck would I know that? They were taking over my fucking building. How the fuck would I know that?
he offered his clawed piece, and you rejected it and killed him anyway."
Yeah, after I killed every other fucking lobster in the greater Los Angeles area, he was down to the only one. And then he's like, give me peace. No,
He goes, he just looks at me. He goes, "Hey, sorry, Aaron, this one's kind of out of my hands." And
fuck
then
you.
the balloon with your face on it pops. You turn around, and standing there is this gigantic like fly made up of like billions of smaller flies. And it
Oh,
goes,
great.
"Hello, Erwin. My name's Beelzebub. Welcome to eternity." And then he chews on you for all of
Great.
eternity.
It's fucking, what's so stupid?
Never fully
So fucking
digests
stupid.
you. Just for your punishment for killing all the lobsters is that you're chewed on for eternity by Beelzebub, who has the voice of a child.
Fucking dumb.
But you killed all those lobsters at least.
I don't fucking care. I don't care.